Well, it's an interesting phenomenon. Ready? I was born in Boston. We lived in Everett. We lived in Dorchester, in 3 places. Older brother, my next sister, my next brother, we all walked the streets of Dorchester, jumped on the train, went to the Boston Common to catch pollywogs. Then we went down to Malibu Beach, where I learned to do handstands because I saw these muscle guys doing it. We dove off a bridge that opened up to let boats through. I fished with an old African American guy at the end of the wall near the pier, where the 2 towers are. When you drive into Boston, they get rid of them and they put something else up. And they made a yacht club, so you don't have the pier. I still remember the music. I did stuff with Buddy Moy, Barbara Stanley. So Freddie Beaton got burnt on Dickens Street. Him and Nick went down and get oil. It was kerosene at that time. And Freddie Beaton got caught on fire. Okay? Me and Buddy, we would fight once in a while. His father was an engineer. My father was a drunk and a gambler. And they hurt my mother in front of us. Me, my older brother, and my sister held on to each other in extreme fear. Many, many things we did. Nick, me, Tony, walking across the railroad tracks, and our little dog, Fifi, got run over, and I still see the train toppling the little dog. 3rd rail. I was in a street gang called the Dyke Boys. Nick was in the street gang called the Junior Baysiders. Cousin Donna used to play the record player in the street and play her 45s with her friends and dance in the street. Up the street, we would play stickball. That's our broomstick. With a pimple rubber ball, we cut it in half because you didn't have the distance to hit the ball. So you had to be good at it. And they had a bubbler. Now the pocket's still there. It's tiny. Then we moved south to Bellingham. It was wonderful. Creatures, fox. I worked in chicken farms and cow farms, and we had horses. These pig farmers picked on me when I was little, and they pantsed me on the bus. And that's embarrassing when you're, 11 years old. We just got here on Halloween night, 1960. As time went on, I realized I did not like the people in Bellingham. I occasionally did drugs with people, and of course we had that in common. And I learned to play guitar there from different people, country western people, all these different people. But when I got drafted for Vietnam, I couldn't wait to get out of town. Nobody even comprehends that. No, I didn't want to die. I'm not a killer. I'm not a... Dad wants to beat everybody up. I don't beat everybody up. I don't believe that we should do that. Then when I came into Christ, 5 years after now, I realized that I was thinking clearly, even as a kid, and they call me Charlie Numbnuts. Where did I get you? In that dumpster? The world is upside down and backwards. Definitely. I mean, I'm 75 years old. I got a demonstrated guitar because these guys don't believe that it's brand new. Okay? And I've been working on cars and all that. I'm just going to tell them straight out. I'm 75. This guitar is mint, fast, sounds good, and I got bad hearing. So, I get rid of a lot of stuff. I buy guitars that I can hear, softer the better for some reason, But I was in artillery in Vietnam, all over Vietnam, and I never went on vacation. So some of your family members don't really know you, right? Because they were socialized. Bellingham, Massachusetts. Screw that. They were hicks. But my family has all passed away. All that's left is one of the babies that were born in Dorchester, Massachusetts, before we moved out of the city into the country to the southern Massachusetts on the Rhode Island border. So, the socialization process is this freaking Bellingham crap. They're all creeps. I'm sorry, I outlived them. I'm not a violent man, but I speak, to get it out. I play the guitar in a certain way to get it out. I'm glad to be who I am. I know exactly who I am. I'm a goofy kid, and I'm a clown, I'm all this. I have the ability to mangle you, and I don't want to. Grace means we could break your face, but we decided that wasn't the way to go. So I'm arguing with a sister of mine. She's the baby who grew up in Bellingham. Us guys that lived in Boston had a chance to live and accumulate information. Who am I? Right? I wonder who I am. Well, they say I'm Charlie Numbnuts because I'm not violent. Kill the gay. No, you don't do that, Pop. I buried them all. I'm 75, I'm out riding motorcycles. And taking care of myself because we have family problems. Blood pressure, heart problems, all that. I'm doing pretty good. But I've always been an imitator of people. I mean, I should have been like an actor or something like that. Once in a while, somebody would really know who I am. And my second sister, my sister, Genevieve, she knew who I was. She named me Chaz, meaning Chaz Jazz, because she used to call me Jukebox Charlie, because I'd learned how to play guitar from different people, country western and crap, and then I played Hendrix and all that. I don't really care. I just turn the amp on and go berserk, and that's like Beethoven in the present day. I don't care what anybody else thinks. I really don't care. I blew off Aerosmith, man, and played for a mafia lieutenant. That's what I'm saying. We have a socialization that was from the streets of the Boston area, jumping ice cream trucks and then getting off before they go uptown and get on the main road. And I got all cut up, man. I jumped off that pickup truck and I flew. I was ripped up in the shoulder and the hip and the leg and big welts, you know. And my grandmother passed me out. Her number in 1955 is Mission 89416. So the baby sisters, they weren't around when little cousin Eddie got run over by an ice cream truck. He was sitting on the bumper. So I hear the screaming, I hear the telephone call, little Eddie's dead, you know. Spooky Tooth, that's the song. I'm as old as I was born. It's called Old as I Was Born. And, you know, people always tell you, forget that. You know, forget yesterday. Forget yesterday. Oh, that means I don't remember how to play a C chord, a D chord, or a B minor seventh. Because if I forget yesterday, I don't know who I am. You know, we've seen all kinds of people that don't know who they are. One thing's for sure, we are exactly what Jesus, Yeshua, said we are. He said he thought it, you did it, just to let us know that sin dwelt within. But the uniqueness of each one of us from birth. Okay? The Indians would say we call him Turtle because he's slow, right? Or Running Deer because he's quick. My family calls me Charlie Numbnuts because I'm fun. Look at me, I'm 75 years old and I'm having a ball. I got sinus things, but I ride a motorcycle. So who really knows you? Now, we buried everybody. I don't have a lot of friends, so my sister made a comment about that on Facebook, you know. She's acting like I'm airing out my shit. I'm just telling the truth because there's Vietnam vets on there, friends of mine, you know, and I'm crying out. People are in the hospital, people are in the house, they can't breathe, they're all messed up. And I've worked really hard. Come out of drug addiction, divorce, wife's cheating, and trying to maintain sanity. And trying to maintain the centering of who I know I am. And I had a judge tell me once, there ought to be more people like you on this earth. Order restored. I won't go into that one. But anyway, I don't have anyone to hang with because I'm going to start hanging around with freaking kindergarten kids. Yeah, everybody's sick, everybody's dead, everybody's got something wrong with them, right? And I'm getting better. It's crazy, I tell you. But anyway, you know, getting back to socialization. See, I live in southern New England. Each town, the people are different. And I noticed that when I was 15, 16, and got my license, I could drive from town to town, hang with all kinds of people, all from here to the Cape, an hour and 10 minutes away. And every town in between, I met people, hung out with them. You know, we were doing dope and all that stuff, and drinking and getting big kids to buy and all that stupid stuff. And, you know, we're not realizing the damage. And I still do that. I get on the bike to meet strangers. I love them. They don't have any judgments to make on you as if they know you. You do not know me. You did not drive the Mang Yang Pass in Vietnam stone listening to Jethro Tull and possibility of landmines and snipers. And there's other things I won't tell you, but never went on vacation after that, didn't have to. But I see all that I need to hear on the back roads. I really love water. Fishermen are always nice to be with because they enjoy them little places. We're not going to Aruba for a beer. That's stupid. Unreal. Everybody going on cruises. Give me a break. I'm on a motorcycle as it is. You gotta maintain it like you're stuck somewhere, right? And now we have cellular. No, communications. I call it the global communication unit. You know what I mean? I am the same as I was when I was 6. Goofy as hell, but bluntly, plainly, totally honest, and everything I say is a fact. I'm like a fink. You know what I mean? I didn't do it. He did it. So, I had people want to write books about me and all this bull, but, all I care about is that the Lord knows my name. But I am tempted to go down the street with spray paint and do the wall, man. And, I got all kinds of nicknames. I had 27 of them because people can't figure me out. I tell you who I am. You don't tell me who I am. You don't label me, and I don't label you. I honestly delve into letting people tell me what they're all about. And the ones that don't know themselves or think they know themselves, they have a partner thinking that they have it all. I have a Harley because I'm married. I'm not. I was. Girls are okay. I just never met one that fits my left foot. Right? So, I'm just venting, because I'm just sitting here and it's the truth. You get older and people think, because I'm hard of hearing, they think you're stupid. Did you take your pills? My father would have whacked you. I don't do that, but the temptation, bam. You know what I mean? Fat told me a shot. All of a sudden, yeah. You know what I mean? And I got arthritis in the right shoulder, but just work out, it goes away. So thanks for letting me share. Hi, I'm Charlie. And I got dropped off on the wrong planet. Screwed up, man. Some of you out there might know what I'm talking about. If you don't, I really don't give a damn. My father used to say, you don't make a pimple on my thing.